You just finished building that Strat kit. You're proud? Now you want to set it up. Stay tuned. I'm Gene Cavasses. I want to come back and talk to you guys about the $65 guitar kit build that I did a while back. Had a lot of responses and a lot of great comments and a lot of great suggestions. So I wanted to come back with a pro, a guitar luthier. Did I say that right?
That's right.
Okay, and talk about some of these questions and suggestions.
Actually, it's more guitar technician. I don't build guitars.
A guitar technician.
Yeah.
Well, the pro is, I'd like to introduce you to Billy Etheridge. And the name of your guitar company is?
Accu-Tech Guitar Repair.
Accu-Tech Guitar Repair. Billy, how many years have you been doing this?
Well, it started in 1968, so it's been
there
quite a while. Yes, and it's been a lot of fun.
So some of the questions that came with me building the guitar, and first off, no, I'm not a professional. I was winging this thing, but having a lot of fun and learned a lot as we were going. So one of the first questions that a lot of people said was talking about the tremolo. So what would be standard for something like that? Should this be backed off like a 1/2 inch, or does it, because I know those screws are...
Well, no, there's no real given distance. It depends on the top plate. You have 3/32 of plate on the back side of the top plate. So what we want, and I think
Still feels a little...
yeah, we're gonna have to. Let's come back here a little bit more. So we're going to get a little soft. Don't want to put these on. Here we go. See now. Oh, we got sweetness. All right, so we've got this pretty much so it floats, okay, for the time being. And now we'll go back and start reinstall. Alright, so now what I'm going to do
And that claw's back, or are you going to tighten the claw back in some?
Just a little bit. A little bit at a time, and retune it until I get the space between the bottom of the bridge plate and the top of the guitar.
So it's patient and time-consuming.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's time-consuming is the deal here, and it takes a bit of patience because it's balance, you know.
Good. See, I would not have thought this was a big issue And it appears to me to be more finessing and having the knowledge that a pro has of just to continuously finesse something like this.
Well, yeah, after a while, you know, a lot of things in the way of measurement, and we have proper adjustment. We got proper in the back. Okay, everything looks right. And spring positioning at the trim block. It's a matter of preference. Mm-hmm. Okay, some people use 5 springs. Some people use 2 that are very, very heavy. Some use 3, but the springs themselves come in different graduating
like tension.
Tension.
Yeah,
exactly. So, yeah, it's all just a matter of preference. And this will work. This works just fine.
Man, I learned a lot right off of that alone.
There were several things that needed correcting, and so we pulled the bridge off completely, reseated it, readjusted the spring cleat on it, and in a matter of I guess it was about 10 or 15 minutes, we had a functioning, floating tremolo.
Floating. That was the main thing that I noticed that where I messed up with, because of course the guitar came with no instructions. Was I completely seated the bridge.
Correct.
And so the first thing was to back that off to where it could float.
Correct.
And then notice that you went back and forth between the adjustment of the cleat on the back and even the adjustment of how much tension you had on the bridge itself. Is
right.
that
On the
right?
strings. The strings, you have to work back and forth between the tension of the strings and the tension of the springs in the back in order to get roughly a 3/32 height across the back of the bridge. That's how Fender.
Oh, very cool. Now, the next thing you started looking at was the height of the pickups.
Correct.
Now,
Right.
once again, that's something that I have no clue about, but you were able to show us the height adjustments on the pickups, and I noticed where you were showing us how the string, you can see how much more vibration you have in the string up toward the neck versus closer to the bridge.
Correct.
Now, most of the time, your bridge pickup is going to be wound just a little bit hotter than your neck and the middle pickup, and there's a reason for that. It's because the elliptical string movement at these 2 pickups is greater than it is here. You can see it. You see? But look here. You see?
Yeah, you see a lot of vibration.
Right. We're blinded here, but here, not much at all.
So it's got to be hotter to...
Correct. To pick up to give you the bright side of the bridge. So.
Another thing that I was told that I did incorrect, was I had put a drop of glue down in before setting the nut, and I've had several people say, huge mistake, you're going to regret that. Do you see that as a big issue, or?
No, I can get them all out. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Gene, I'm just kidding. Look, when you're putting a nut in, what you want to avoid is having it fall out while you're changing strings. Now, most of the time I recommend people just change your strings one at a time, okay?
Right.
And you don't ever run into that situation, but inevitably, for whatever reason, I need to pop the pick guard off or something like that, and we have to take the strings all the way.
Right.
So the only thing I use is a little bit of aliphatic glue, i.e. wood glue, okay? And just several little dots, and just set it down in there, clean up behind it. That way when you go to take it out, You just take a block of wood, tap a couple of times, and ping,
And it comes
pops right out.
Makes sense to me. Okay, now on these pickups, after you adjusted these pickups, they seem to work fine, but now you could buy a lot better pickups versus what comes in
Absolutely.
this kit.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a wide variety though in terms, you can get, like anything, you get what you pay for, or...
You can get manufactured to hand wound pickups,
Uh-huh.
just depending on how much you want to spend and how good you want to sound.
But I'm sure a lot of it too is, even with these, with proper adjustment, you seem to get pretty decent sound
Yes,
out of them.
absolutely. Yeah.
So another question that came back was talking about shielding on those pickups.
Correct.
When do you need to shield, or how do you know whether a guitar should be shielded?
Oh, it'll tell you.
Just plug it in once.
Yeah, it will. Yes, it will. These days, shielding is something that is addressed. You'll see a little piece of tinfoil on the back of a pick guard or
Right.
something like that, and that's okay. And sometimes it works. Most of the time, it really doesn't. Okay, it doesn't get you the quietness that you really need. And okay, so why is it important to have all of that static noise out of the way? Well, it affects the tone of the guitar. Okay, it interferes. Okay, is what it does. So you want to get as much 60 cycle hum and interfering noises out, so that the notes that you're playing ring true. If you want to say something about shielding right now, okay. So you don't have anything to speak of.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's nothing here.
You're here located in Virginia, but you have worked on folks' guitars from probably all over the world.
Well, the country.
The country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the website the best place to contact you if you?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I'll put a link below to his website, and I'll even show it here on the lower part of the screen as well, if you want to reach out and contact Billy as well. Would you ever consider coming back and maybe doing some other guitar tips?
Oh, absolutely.
Would love to do maybe a regular session to where
Sure.
we talk about something that and address questions or comments that folks have. Billy, I really appreciate you being on the show. I really appreciate the help with the guitar, and I'm excited to see what else I can learn and folks out here can learn too. Really appreciate it.
Great.
Hope you'll come back some more.
Oh, certainly. Absolutely.
Right. Well, thank you.
Be glad to.
Thanks again. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please put them in the comment section down below, and consider subscribing to the site as well. And give us a like if you like the show, and we'll see you soon. How was that?
I hope you were recording that.
I was.
God. Thank you.